Welcome to the Nattersea podcast, where people talk about things. We trust that this wisdom will help you on life's journey.
Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Peter.
I'm Jonny.
Yeah. And we're just going through famous sayings or phrases in the English language. I mean, have you enjoyed it so far?
I've loved it. I feel like we've repurposed a lot of these. And
yeah.
We've said which ones we shouldn't be using anymore, and
yeah,
that's a helpful service, definitely.
I mean, I'm asking this now because there aren't that many C's.
Oh right, okay.
And we don't want to do a really short podcast because people probably complain.
Oh, definitely. I'll get lots of emails.
I mean, I'll get so many emails. So we're on to C now.
Yeah.
And well, this is yeah. There aren't all that many. Crying over spilt milk.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Why would you? What?
I mean, milk is pretty cheap, isn't it?
Milk, unless it's spilt on something.
Oh, imagine if milk is spilt on something.
Like if you've got a new carpet, say.
Well, no. What about if milk goes on the sofa?
Okay.
And you're sat on it. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I could cry.
I would cry.
Yeah.
If it was the last bit of milk.
Yeah. And
I wanted a coffee. I mean, I can't have... Do you have tea and coffee?
I have tea, yeah.
Yeah. And so do you have it without milk?
I have milk.
Yeah. I mean, I have milk. I can't have a drink without milk. I put milk in Coca-Cola. I have milk. All right. Maybe not Coca-Cola.
No, sure.
But so if I don't have milk...
Yeah.
I will be crying.
If it's the last bit of milk, I'm sat on a sofa, some goes on my leg and the carpet.
Oh.
So I've not just used up my milk, I've stained,
You've bought it on your
my
sofa
and my jeans and my carpet. I've got every right to cry.
I mean, I think everyone listening to this, if you spilt milk on your sofa, I mean, you would be crying.
Definitely.
So there's no good crying over spilt milk.
Well, it's no good, but that's the situation we're in.
But sometimes you do have to cry.
Definitely.
Like, what about if you've got like a pet squirrel or something, and it's
lost an arm.
It's drank the last of your milk.
But I mean, that's different, isn't it? That's crying over used up milk rather than spilt.
Well, I don't think it's used up. I would call that stolen.
Okay.
You know.
It's definitely used.
Squirrel had no right.
Crying over stolen milk.
I don't think squirrels have got... Well, I mean, they do have rights.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess we'll get to that when we get to S.
Yeah.
When we get to squirrels' rights. So sometimes we do cry over spilt milk, don't we?
As we should. I don't like that phrase.
No, I don't see how
I understand the sentiment of you shouldn't complain about something that doesn't really matter. But use a different metaphor.
Yes. I mean, if you're next to an all-night convenience store and they've got milk and you happen to have a quid in your pocket...
And you spilt it on, say, vinyl flooring. It's easy to clean.
And it didn't matter. And you don't drink a lot of milk.
Fine.
You know.
But it's very contextual then. I think no use crying over spilled water, because who cares about a bit of water?
Yeah.
Much better.
Well, anyway, what about this one? Curiosity killed the cat.
Did it?
Well, sometimes bad milk can kill the cat.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, do you ever drink bad milk? Do you smell your milk?
I can't really smell very well.
Oh.
I know.
I always smell the milk.
Okay.
Like, if it's within 3 days of being off on the lid, I just think, no, I'm not.
You'll just spill that, yeah.
No, I'm not going to. Now, I don't always throw it on the sofa.
Okay.
You know, unless I'm really, really...
Angry.
You know, yeah. Normally because the cat is up the tree and the dog is barking up it. But just... So this thing, curiosity killed the cat. I mean, did it?
Did it? And is this something we want to encourage? People to not have curiosity? Surely there's a level to which, you know, mankind is pushed forward by curiosity.
I would say that if you don't have curiosity, you could be killed.
You should be.
I mean, sometimes. Well, no, you should be. I think that's a bit strong. Who would you have executed for a lack of curiosity then?
Do you want me to name names?
No, I don't. Well, not if it's going to be libelous. I mean, okay, but let's just take this generally.
Yeah.
Is there empirical evidence that cats have been in any way even injured by curiosity, let alone killed?
I've not seen that research.
No, I mean, have you ever had a cat?
Yeah, I had a cat growing up.
So, and what was the name of the cat?
Pickles.
Right. Well, it would be.
Colour of Branston pickle.
So, was there any time when that cat, through curiosity, was even vaguely injured?
No, it remained very healthy till it died. And
Right.
it wasn't curiosity that killed it.
What was it that killed
I
it?
think old age. It was about 12, I think. Which I
Right.
think is quite old for a cat.
No, but the cat might have been curious about life after death.
That's true. You think it was suicide?
No, but the thing is, cats have got 9 lives, right?
Yeah, well, apparently.
I don't want to hurt you, but pickles seem to only have but one.
Well, one for us. Maybe it's gone somewhere else for the other 8.
Well, I think that's a level of theology that I don't share. But so, do you think curiosity kills the cat? I mean, it's actually discouraging people from being curious, isn't it?
Yeah, which is bad, I think. And actually killed the cat. There isn't only one cat. There are lots of cats.
There are.
So killed a cat. Fine. It probably did kill a cat.
Okay. I mean, what about this one? Cutting the mustard. What do you think of that?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's look up the definition on this website, and other websites are available.
Sure.
Cutting the mustard to succeed, to come up to expectations, adequate enough to compete or participate. Oh, okay. So for you to play this football match, you've got to cut the mustard. For you to get this job, you've got to cut the mustard.
I feel that's setting the bar quite low. I don't feel like mustard is hard to cut.
Well, I could get some mustard.
Okay.
It's a bit like, okay, I've got this job interview.
Yeah.
At the time of recording, Theresa May is the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah.
I don't imagine her job interview was, here's a knife, can you cut this mustard? Seems a bit
easy.
Seems a bit easy.
Very easy. I mean,
if you went on Britain's Got Talent, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you and Pickles did go on. Did you ever train Pickles to do any dances or
not that I can remember.
leap through fiery hoops or anything?
My brother might have done.
Right.
She was quite fluffy. It would
I
have
mean, if the phrase was talent shows can kill a cat,
sure.
but I don't suppose we've seen those. Don't suppose ITV have shown those. That's probably been edited out. It's not good, really.
No.
But if you were being interviewed for a major job, and all you had to do was cut the mustard, if you're on a talent show, what's your name? What's your name? What's your talent? I'm going to cut mustard.
Yeah.
Really?
They'd show you the door, wouldn't they? They'd say leave. And what sort of job requires that as well? Like if you're a chef, you pour mustard, surely. You don't cut it. You serve it.
Well, I mean, in my experience, I've not been a chef, but if I've wanted mustard, I have applied it myself.
Yeah.
It's not been up to a professional.
Who's cutting it?
So really?
That's
really silly, isn't it?
It's not going so well today.
Cutting the mustard. Caught between 2 stools.
I've never heard that one before.
Really?
Yeah.
Caught between 2 stools.
What does it mean?
It means, well, according to this website, and other websites and definitions are available, when someone finds it difficult to choose between 2 alternatives.
So
I'll say this. I've been in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Where they've got those stools.
Okay.
But being a little on the larger side, as you could appreciate, although I do look quite thin on this podcast, but I don't like getting up on those stools.
No.
So I could be caught between a chair and a stool.
Yeah.
And I'd always go for the chair.
Okay, because of the back support.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get up there. I mean, it's like there's stools in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, McDonald's are for rather large people.
Yeah,
you don't get posh spice in the Gainsborough McDonald's, do you?
No, but that might be more to do with her not living in Gainsborough than...
All right. Well, let's imagine she lived in... And by the way, you don't know where she lives. Where does Posh Spice live?
I don't think she lives in Gainsborough.
No, but you don't know she doesn't live in Gainsborough.
I don't know that. That's true.
All right. So let's not get caught between 2 stools over that. If Posh Spice goes to McDonald's, I'd be very, very surprised.
Oh, so will I.
So it's really for the larger people, isn't it?
Right? Well, the people who are to become large, yeah.
Yeah, well, people who are quite happy biting off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
And so, and even if it's not, as you say, you're on your way. So you don't want to get on a stool, really. I don't know why they put those things there.
No.
It's like, let's laugh at fat people, I think.
There's no use crying over spilt milkshakes.
No. Well, milkshakes, boy, oh boy. They are grim. Now, what about this one? can't judge a book by its cover.
No, I've always flatly disagreed with this.
Why?
Because firstly, it doesn't specify which cover, back or front, and actually you can judge it by both. I think you can read the blurb on the back, which is the back cover, and you can look at the reviews, and you can look at it, and that is actually what they want you to judge it by.
Right.
Do you see what I mean? That actually, what else am I going to judge it by, other than the back cover?
So, can I just ask you this? Don't be offended. No. When's the last time you actually bought a book?
As in...
You went into a shop and just randomly bought a book.
Oh, now you see, you said that actually.
Some sort of crime book or a romance or science fiction or whatever.
I don't know the last time when I bought a book from a shop rather than online.
Right. So?
So actually maybe then I'm judging a book by its reviews and by its recommendations rather than the cover.
Okay, so we could say, don't judge a book by its Amazon reviews. That would be better.
No, but I think that's a pretty safe way to judge it.
But this is something that we should work out. Our listeners are relying on us to work this out. I mean, when I go on Amazon reviews, or of course other online retailers are available,
but not as good.
Others are available, and I find that some people love it, some people hate it anyway.
That's true.
So some people give it 5 stars, other people give it 1.
So would it more come down to who it is that's given those reviews?
And whether or not the postman smashed it up before he put it through the door?
Does that happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you never read Amazon reviews? Oh, I was looking forward to this picture when it arrived. It was broken. It's not really Amazon's fault, is it?
No, it's not really the person who's selling that book.
Well, unless it came from the Amazon.
If you were the author, you probably wouldn't feel like that was your fault.
Well, I mean, as you know, you may know that I am an author.
Oh, so am I.
Are you?
Well, I've got a book on Amazon.
Have you?
On the Kindle store.
Have you?
I have.
Right.
I'm sure we talked about this before.
Well, I mean, I'm thrown there.
It's not very good.
No, but I mean, I was given approval of the cover of my 2 books.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I've got 2 books. I've written 2 books.
Okay.
And the publisher sent me what they wanted to put on the cover.
Oh, okay.
And I did approve it because I believed you do judge a book by its cover.
Definitely. You see, I made my own, not wanting to blow my own trumpet, my own cover.
You wrote a book and did the cover?
I did, because I don't have a publisher, obviously. I was, self-published in that regard.
Obviously. What's your book about?
It's just my dissertation.
Oh, I see. So you published your academic dissertation?
Yeah, I mean, I reworded some of it, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I did.
So what do you think it means in real life, though? Don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, don't judge something from the outside, so don't come to a decision on the value of something based on what it looks like.
No, but at what point can we make a judgment then?
Well, I think actually the inside affects the outside. So if I see someone who, well, I don't know what to say really, has scruffy clothes, I can tell that they don't care about their appearance.
There's no need to talk about me.
No, well, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to bring it up, but since we're here.
I think perhaps you're falling between 2 stools.
I think so. When I look at Peter with his shabby clothes, and I think Peter doesn't care about his clothes, I'm not making a judgment whether that's right or wrong, but I'm able to see from his appearance, this is true about him.
No, but I don't know whether I would say that I am shabby.
What would you say?
I think that's too strong a word.
Rustic. No, that's not really.
I mean, let me just look up the word shabby.
Okay.
Dictionary definition.
Yeah.
Because I think that's maybe a bit of a strong word.
Okay, well.
Oh dear, I can't. I've turned the internet off. Well, we'll just have to cross that bridge.
Crying over
when you come to. Oh well.
Poor man.
There's another one. Cross the bridge when you come to it. What do you think about that?
What other choice do you have? You can't cross the bridge before you come to it.
No.
There is. I mean, that's not even a choice, is it? You can't say, "Do you want to cross this bridge now, or do you want to cross this bridge when you come to it?" It's, well, no, I'm going to have to cross it when I come to it.
No, but I wouldn't cross a bridge unless I'd done a risk assessment of the bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day I was going over to the Bristol Bridge.
Yeah.
The Tamar, I believe it is. Or is that the one into Plymouth? Anyway. And just before I went over, I demanded to know if it was safe.
Okay. What was the answer?
They told me just to drive another way. So I showed them because I drove through the sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's the real winner there?
I mean, I beat them there.
Definitely.
They were hopping mad.
You can tell.
When they saw me on the ferry. I showed them. So, crossing a bridge when you come to it.
Yeah, like I get what they're trying to say. Like it's about we'll deal with that when it becomes an actual issue rather than hypothetically. Yes. But it's not a good phrase for that because you're not offered a choice. I can't think I'm going to cross the Humber Bridge now because I haven't come to it. I'm not at the Humber Bridge, so I can't cross it.
No, but when you get to the Humber Bridge, what do you plan to do?
Well, I'll cross it.
No, but why? Why would you want to go there?
What do you mean?
Well, why do you want to cross?
Well, let's say I'm already on the other side. I want to come back.
Oh, so you want to go back here?
Yeah, I want to come back.
Oh, well then
makes sense.
You should really. Yeah, you should. So there's just one more here. Okay. I don't know really whether it makes sense. It's the phrase "cut corners."
Cut corners.
Yeah, it's a phrase we use. Don't cut corners.
Okay.
Do you cut corners?
I'm like with cutting out, like.
Well, it's hard to say. Like, for me, it's like getting a bit of paper and cutting all the corners. I mean, it just looks funny.
It seems odd. It seems an odd thing that someone would want to do.
Do you think you've ever cut corners in real life?
Definitely.
Well,
all the time. Well, it's much quicker, isn't it?
In what way, though? Are you talking about driving?
Well, I don't tend to because there's often things in the way, like houses. But I suppose in life in general, often it's better to. I think. What to cut corners? Let's say. Maybe life is better to go around the long way. Well, let's not think about roads. Let's think about a forest trail. If everyone takes the corner at a right angle, then that will be the path. But if you start cutting the corner, then that creates the path, and everyone else can cut the corner with you. No, but for me, I don't go into forest trails. Do you know? Are you back looking for that squirrel again? Spend a lot of time in forests these days. I end up spilling milk when I'm at home. No, but in an earlier podcast, you were talking about removing a squirrel's arm and putting it on your own. Well, yeah, and beating a bush with a snake in it. With a stick? Yeah, I'm quite a wild man. No, but you're like into IT. I mean, to clarify, I do IT one day a week. Like, it's not... Being in forests is much more my passion. What, so do you feel like you're a man of the forest? I think certainly, I would introduce myself. So, I mean, would you fancy a night in the forest? Have you ever done that? Yeah, I have. I've spent nights in forests, yeah. Why? There's something quite peaceful about it, really, just to know you're the only person there. Why? I don't know. What, you've gone into the forest and you've been the only person there? Yeah. It's like going to see a bad film at the View. Well, yeah. No, I quite enjoy that. I mean, were you not scared? Yeah, a little bit to start with, but, yeah. Well, what was it that placated your fears? The fact that I was still alive in the morning, I suppose. That I thought, what? So that's the only thing that placated your fears? Yeah, but it kept happening. I kept waking up, so I sort of realised, maybe I'm not going to die. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah. Sorry about that. You went into the forest, sure, yeah, and slept there alone in a tent or something. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah. Why? Is there not something? Do you not think there's something quite attractive about that? Is this why people are sending you kites? Yeah, it must be. I think I'm quite odd. Yeah, but I mean, there's something quite natural about it. Do you not think? Well, I'm sorry. Anyway, I need to interrupt you because we need to do one more. Okay. Which is a B. Oh, right. Okay. That we missed out. Oh, great. In episode 2. Very good. And the B is back to the drawing board. Okay. So we haven't done that one. We need just to finish with that one. We need to go back to that one. Have you ever gone back to the drawing board? Physically or like? Well, I don't know. I guess it's a metaphor. Yeah. So when something's not worked, you sort of think, right, we'll have to go back, think about this again. Then, yeah, I think so. I think we all do it. No, but how often have you made plans in life with diagrams? Oh, with diagrams. I mean, do you draw? You say, right, I'm gonna go to the forest. Yes, and so you quickly whip up a quick picture of the forest. How I'm gonna get there? Yeah, yeah. What you do all the time? I've done that a lot of times. But I don't always go back to it. I feel like if you've done the diagram properly, you won't need to go back. Oh dear, you see. I mean, I don't even know what a drawing board is. How is it different to a whiteboard? No, I guess it is a whiteboard, isn't it? Yeah. But I think maybe we need to do that with this podcast, really. What's that? Well, maybe just go back to the drawing board. Do you think maybe we're barking up there? We might be barking up the wrong tree. Yeah. We might be caught between two stools. We might have bitten off more than we can chew. We might be glad to see the back of it. Oh, I'm still worried about that. Yeah, it's not great. I don't want anyone coming in here
showing me their back.
Back first.
Anyway, I think we've sort of done C.
Okay.
So next time we're doing D.
Okay. Obviously, if you're listening to this and you want us to cover one beginning with A, B, and C that we might have missed.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Pop it in an
do
email.
Feel free to send them in.
Put your hand up in one of Peter's lectures.
And we will next time be moving on to that exciting letter D.
One of my favourites.
Don't count your chickens.
I've got lots to say on that.
So have I. So until then, I've been Peter.
I've been Jonny.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.